Little Mo, Little Mo, I've known of you since 2000. And I'm going to say this. I agree with you, but there's a little bit of problems with what you said. And I'm going to talk about it and explain it to all of you listeners out there. And this is coming from somebody who bought Little Mo's music and bumped it constantly in the last decade. I'm going in. Hey everybody, it's your girl Miss Analytical. And like I said, I would be coming back, making a couple of more videos this evening. And I want to say for everybody out there, I am a huge Little Mo fan. I bought her first two albums, a couple of her singles. I even have downloaded some of her music throughout the years when she went independent. I think Little Mo is one of the greatest voices to ever touch the microphone. She, even though she rests Maryland, she at one time did live in Long Island, New York. We all know Missy Elliott took her under her wing, blew her up with a Hot Boys song, which was really hot. And then she did her own tracks before she landed a deal with Elektra Records. Her debut album went gold. Her single, Superwoman, reached number 11. Then she came back with another song, Gangsta. And the album went gold, but the second album to me is her greatest work. But with the folding of Elektra Records at that time, she didn't cross over into Atlantic like Missy Elliott because she never went platinum. So her career stalled. Then she had children, she got married, and then she resurfaced on R&B Divas, LA. And a lot of people were surprised to see how she was, but I knew that's how she was as a person from reading her interviews on Sister Magazine. And so I'm going to go into the background of why I'm talking about Little Mo. Little Mo has criticized an up-and-coming singer named Queen Naija, who I will never support because she is a colorist. She has made a lot of jokes through the years about dark-skinned women. And this is why I believe Little Mo went in on her. Not so much the vocals, but because of what she said about dark-skinned women, because she herself is dark-skinned and she has dark-skinned daughters. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Soul Train Awards aired this past Sunday, and every year they've been doing something called the Soul Train Cypher, where all the R&B singers who are both hot at the moment and legends get together and they freestyle on tracks that of like legendary songs. So it was BJ, the Chicago Kid. He did his freestyle, and he was very good. He was very good. Then Queen Naija did her performance. Now, Queen Naija, I'm going to say, Queen Naija can sing, but she sounds like everybody that I went to school with who could sing. There are so many people that can sing, but I don't see star presence in her. Now, she is currently pregnant, so that could have kind of took a toll on her. She did seem nervous. However, I feel as though she lacked the presence without the pregnancy and without her being nervous. She doesn't have like, in my opinion, star quality. I think they're pushing her because she comes from social media. Then you have Luke James, who can blow vocally. And, you know, he's also an actor. He already proved himself. It's just that he came out in the early 2000s when people were still playing R&B music, but R&B was still was declining. So he did get a chance to get his name out, but unfortunately, he didn't blow like he should because radio stopped playing R&B music. But he did his thing. Then you have Kelly Price, who was on R&B Divas LA the first season with Little Mo, and they didn't get along. But I'm going to get to that later. But honey, she tore that cypher up. She tore that BET, that Soul Train Awards cypher up. And then you have Erykah Badu, who is honored at this year's Soul Train Awards. And she did her little thing, but she was mostly doing the DJ. And I gotta say, she got excellent DJ skills, Erykah Badu. And I will give her that. But it was a great cypher. And I actually like the R&B ciphers better than the rap ciphers, though. I don't really feel those rap ciphers. I'm sorry. It don't do nothing for me. Because, I mean, at least these people can sing, whereas today's rappers, they can't rap, you know. But the problem was, it was Queen Naija's turn to shine, and Little Mo just went for the kill. Little Mo just saw how Queen Naija performed, and she said, F this shit, I'm going in. And that's what my girl did, because that's what she does. She's been doing that since day one. So this is what happened. Little Mo took to where else? Instagram, and posted this on her page. And this is what she had to say. Where shall I begin? Okay, here goes. From what I've seen, Queen Naija is a very, very pretty girl. My daughters love her music, and as she will be their future, and when they look back, this is who is chosen to lead the millennials into what's new and next in music. I pray she beats all the odds, does numbers, and remains humble. As for this cipher, maybe the pregnancy is prohibiting her singing from the bottom of her pit. Maybe she should have war cried or just sat this one out until her seasoning is to its fullest savior. I really don't know much about her besides what the blogs post, but I believe she can reach her fullest vocal potential outside of his mediocrity if she stays around vocal Bibles. The look and voice is there. Just need someone on her team to tell her to tap in. Because, to be honest, too many sound alike, look alike, and have the same story, YouTube or social media. So when they get out here in the real world and do one show, whole voice be gone. I don't know what it takes to have staying power now. I know popularity is always first. Pick. Hopefully this don't go over y'all heads. But look at both videos and don't judge. Just assess the passion and let me know who made you feel a way after they sang, and who was just there because they got booked for it. And I don't care how old, washed up singer I am. Bitch, I'll sing bitches into their grave and out of it. So miss me with all that shit. And while you at it, look up at Yebba Smith. She will sing half the world into a effing dish. She should have been up there with Kelly and them if we talking teams. Love always, the voice of the committee and the pioneer of I don't give up. WABGTSSNGDSNC. I don't give a fuck what a bitch got to say. Oh God. Got to say she's not cute. I'm sure she said she's not cute. More than likely it was she's not cute. Or maybe not. Maybe it was something else. But we don't, because this is Little Mo. I see, like I said, I know Little Mo, and I'm not surprised that this is what Little Mo did. Little Mo is very provocative. She was provocative when we didn't have social media. And that's why I always like Little Mo. Little Mo, I've always said, has kept it real. Sometimes too real. But hey, at least she's kept it just that. I purposely feel that Queen Naija did get booked because she's current at the moment and they're pushing her. I do have my reasons why they're pushing her. And I feel as though it's not basically for any good reasons. I think there's a hidden agenda behind it. I don't know, because like I said, she just sounds like every other person that can sing. Cute girl, if you are attracted to her type of looks. But there's other people out here that can sing just as well, if not better. But there's something about it. And I think a part of it is because I believe she's being backed by people that are promoting R&B singers who are heavily culturally diverse. And that's what she represents. I don't think they want black R&B singers. I don't. But because people have been criticizing that through the years, it's like, okay, we've been called out for pushing white people as R&B singers into R&B. So let's get this girl who does have some black ancestry, but also have other ancestry such as Arabian ancestry and Italian ancestry to be big. But the problem is that nobody is really feeling her. And people are feeling her from social media, but her songs aren't charting well. And so that's my thing with Queen Naija. But my issue with her is her disrespect towards dark-skinned people. And she has joked about it. Her colorism claims, got revealed over the summer. And that's when I was like, I will never support or buy a record of this woman. She will never get a dime. Because the way she talks about dark-skinned girls, oh, it was sad. I mean, it was just savage. So don't come for Little Mo. Because Little Mo just gave criticism. But what she said about dark-skinned women, nah. But this is my thing with Little Mo. I think Little Mo did this because of what she said about dark-skinned women in the past. So I think Little Mo probably knew about it and probably was like, I'm waiting for the moment to snatch her and gather her ass together. And Little Mo being a Scorpio, she did just that. She crept along, and boom, went for the kill. And I personally think that what Little Mo did, I think it was a fair shot. Because when you make comments about other people's skin color and you think it's a joke, but yet and still you want to give us this impression that you're this nice, cool girl that's struggling as a young married girl from the hood, and then you living on Section 8 even though you was making money on YouTube, and then you want to, knowing that a lot of your supporters a lot of times are dark-skinned women, and then you want to shit on them like that? Nah. So don't cry for Queen Naija. Don't cry for Queen Naija at all. Little Mo's all right. The only thing about Little Mo is that Little Mo should have been a bigger artist. And I do feel as though because she didn't become that big of an artist, it could be some pain. Because Little Mo was, her records were boiling. Queen Naija's records aren't popping. But it's what kind of is hot. But it's not selling, because if it was selling, she herself would have been big by now. But like I said, I do think she was the plug for the Soul Train Award cypher. She was out of place. They should have got the girl her to do it, because she does hold her own on stage. Queen Naija doesn't hold her own on stage. I know people ain't gonna like what I said, but I don't care. And with that note, I'm signing out. It's your girl, Miss Little Cole. I'll be back to give y'all one more upload before tonight is a wrap. Take care. Subscribe to the channel. For those of you who haven't, like the video, share it, and comment, and hit the notification bell. Talk to you soon. Later.